God says, I want you to be with this person. The name will shock you. Don't skip this. God says, even when your heart feels heavy and uncertain, even when your thoughts are clouded by loneliness or fear, I am still guiding your steps toward the people who are meant to shape your story. I see the longings you keep tucked away in your quiet prayers and the nights you whisper into the silence, wondering if anyone truly understands the weight you carry. I hear you. I know the ache. And I want you to understand that no part of your journey is unnoticed. There is someone I have chosen for you, not just to walk beside you, but to help carry your burdens, speak life into your soul, and remind you that my love is always near. Type 2323 if you agree. The name may not be the one you keep repeating in your prayers, and it may not be the person you expect, but my choice is not based on what the world sees. My plan is rooted in what your spirit needs, even when your heart cannot yet see it. I'm not preparing someone for your comfort. I'm preparing someone for your calling. This person has felt pain, just like you. They have wrestled with confusion and cried in the dark. And just like you, they've chosen to believe that my light is still stronger than any shadow. When you crossed paths with this soul, something inside you stirred. It wasn't loud, it wasn't certain, but it was real. That quiet warmth, that tiny spark that was me whispering, pay attention. You didn't see the whole picture, but I was already painting it. And while you were focused on timelines and signs, I was deep at work in the details that don't need to be rushed. Because love that grows in. My timing doesn't need proof, it needs trust. And while you kept asking for a name, I kept shaping a heart. This person will not be perfect, but they will be chosen. They won't always know the right words, but they will speak with truth. They might carry their own flaws, but their spirit will carry my grace. They will love you with patience, not performance. They will lift you, not for their gain, but because they see what I've placed in you. And even on the days when the world tries to distract or discourage, they will keep returning not out of habit but out of heart. That kind of presence isn't born in a moment. It's grown in prayer. Sometimes you look back and wonder why certain doors never opened, why certain people only stayed for a season. But child, you were never rejected, you were redirected. I allowed some hearts to leave not because you were unworthy, but because they were unready. I removed what would wound you so I could protect what would heal you. And now, even if you don't yet know their name, I am already drawing your souls together not for convenience, but for calling. Type 111 if you trust in God. There is a sacred reason why this person is being prepared for you, and why you are being prepared for them. You are both learning to love me more deeply, so that when you find each other, your love for each other will be shaped by that same depth. This is not about who looks right, or sounds right, or fits neatly into what others expect. This is about alignment. It's about spirit, recognizing spirit. It's about your wounds finding refuge in someone who doesn't run from your past but sees how I've carried you through it. It's about kindness that isn't loud, but constant. And peace that doesn't just visit but lives within. You don't have to force anything. My plan is never built on pressure but on peace. I will not send someone into your life to confuse you. I will not ask you to fight for love that constantly leaves you feeling less. What I ordain, I sustain. And the person I am sending will not only point you toward me, they will also remind you who you are in me. When you are weary, they will speak life. When you are silent, they will understand. And when the world gets loud, they will lead you back to stillness. There will be moments where you'll want to walk ahead, where your fear will try to rush what I've barely begun to unfold. But trust me, this is a masterpiece in progress. Don't open the gift before it's time. Don't settle for a version of love that lacks the soul I designed for you to connect with. Wait with expectancy, not anxiety. Serve while you wait, heal while you wait, grow while you wait. Because in your becoming, you'll be able to recognize the one who's becoming too. Let me write the story. Let me choose the timing. Let me be the author of your heart's deepest connections. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. The person I have for you is not hidden. They are simply being shaped, refined, and led just like you. And when it's time, the connection will not need convincing. It will be covered in clarity, peace, and the kind of joy that doesn't need to shout to be real. You may not see all that I am orchestrating behind the scenes, but in every unseen detail, I am preparing something sacred for your heart. I am leading you toward a connection that is not born of chance, but chosen by my hand. Type 1313 to affirm. There will be a time when you look back and realize that every waiting moment, every lonely season, and every tear cried in private was not wasted. It was holy ground. It was the soil where trust was planted, where faith was stretched, and where your spirit began to bloom in places you never thought could grow again. I know the weight you carry from people who didn't stay, who didn't see you, or who walked away without explanation. I carried you through those moments not to harden your heart, but to strengthen it. A classified 7-second morning ritual, once buried in CIA files, is quietly transforming financial lives. In under 30 seconds, it helps shift the mind from scarcity to wealth, with many reporting surprise income and peace. Click the link in the comments below before the page is removed. I did not forget about the desires you whispered to me in the dark. I have not ignored your longing to be seen, known, and loved with depth. But the person I am preparing for you is not just someone to fill a space. They are someone to hold your purpose with reverence. They will not come to complete you, but to walk beside you as I complete both of you through my love. This love will not ask you to shrink, to change your essence, or to chase. It will honor the sacred work I've done within you. This person I have chosen is not perfect, but they are being molded with care. They are learning the weight of grace, the beauty of forgiveness, and the strength found in gentleness. They have been through fire just like you, and yet they continue to love. They continue to believe. And most importantly, they continue to seek me. You won't need to earn their attention or prove your worth. With them, you will feel seen through my eyes, and valued not for what you do, but for who you are in me. There may come a time when you question the process, when your heart will want to settle for less just to feel less alone. But I am asking you to wait, not out of punishment, but protection. I know what your soul needs, even when your emotions pull you toward what is familiar. The person I'm leading you to will not trigger old wounds. They will help you heal. They will be safe. They will not bring chaos into your calm or confusion into your clarity. My peace will rest upon your connection like sunlight after a storm. Type 222 if you walk with faith. There is power in the stillness of waiting when you know that I am the one writing your love story. You do not need to rush to find the right person, because the right person is walking their path toward you as well. And when your roads meet, it will not feel like pressure. It will feel like peace. It will not feel like striving. It will feel like home. There will be no masks, no games, no tug of war between love and doubt, just a quiet knowing, a steady light that grows with time, not fades with distance. When you meet them, you will notice something different, not in their perfection, but in their presence. Their presence will remind you of me. They will see your scars and not flinch. They will hold your past and not judge. They will walk with you, not ahead or behind, but beside you, matching your pace, listening to your silence, and speaking hope when you forget how to hold it. You will not have to ask if they care. You will feel it in the way they stay, in the way they pray, in the way they lead with love and not with pride. They will understand that love is not measured by how loud it speaks, but by how gently it shows up when no one else does. They will fight for your connection with prayer, not pressure, with humility, not control, with patience, not panic, They will point you back to me on the days when your faith feels thin. And you too will be their reminder that I am near, that I answer prayers, and that love, when rooted in me, never fails. I know the wait has felt long. I know the nights have stretched wide. I know you've tried to convince yourself that maybe this kind of love is only meant for others. But my child, my promises are for you. This person I have chosen for you is not a fantasy or a fleeting hope. They are real, and they are coming. Not through your effort, but through my hand. Not by coincidence, but by calling. So release the need to understand every step. Let go of the fear that you've missed it or that your chance has passed. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are being held in the center of my plan. And nothing that is meant for you will ever miss you when you walk in trust with me. I will bring this love into your life in a way that reminds you that I was listening all along. I was watching, weaving, working, preparing someone who will love you with the same grace I've poured over you from the very beginning. The road you've walked has not been easy. You've known heartbreak. You've known the silence of unanswered prayers and the ache of almost that never became always. But through every chapter, I have been with you. And now, I am turning the page. Not into another test, but into a blessing. Not into more waiting, but into a season of gentle unfolding. Trust me when I say that the love I've written for you is not a distant hope, but a promise drawing near. None of it surprises me, and none of it is wasted. I know how deeply you desire to love and be loved in return, not in pieces, not with conditions, but with fullness and truth. That kind of love begins in me, and it is through me that the right person will be drawn to you. Type 555 if you believe God is working. The journey of love is not just about finding someone who makes life easier or more exciting. It's about discovering someone whose soul speaks to yours in the quietest places, someone who brings peace into your life, not with grand gestures but with simple faithfulness. You may not have met this person yet, or maybe they're already in your life, but the pieces haven't fallen into place. Either way, trust that I am not idle. I am weaving your stories together, one moment at a time, in ways that only I can. There will be times when doubt creeps in and convinces you that maybe your heart is too much, that maybe you expect too deeply, feel too strongly, or hope too openly. But I made your heart exactly the way it is, and the person I have chosen for you will not be overwhelmed by it. They will see beauty in your depth and strength in your sensitivity. They will not ask you to quiet your spirit or hold back your love. Instead, they will treasure it as the gift that it is, because that love was shaped by me. Do you know, inside your brain is a small region linked to wealth and success, once buried in restricted research and hidden in CIA files. This newly revealed frequency is helping people replace stress with financial ease, and God has guided you here. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brainwave now. You've carried the weight of past disappointments, and I know how they've shaped you. You've built walls to keep yourself safe, even as your heart continues to search for connection. But child, it's safe to hope again. You are not starting over. You are starting forward. You are not broken. You are becoming. And the person I am preparing for you is being shaped in the same sacred way. You both are learning what it means to love without fear, to give without losing yourselves, and to walk in grace even when the world tries to harden your hearts. The love I have planned for you will not make you question your worth. It will not leave you guessing. It will not feel like waiting to be chosen. It will be clear. It will be mutual. It will carry my peace. This person will see you in ways that others didn't, not because you changed, but because they were sent to see you with my eyes. They will recognize the light I placed in you, not as something to dim or control, but as something to honor and protect. This love will not rush in to rescue you. Instead, it will walk with you as you both grow stronger together. It won't be about fixing each other. It will be about seeing one another clearly, standing beside each other in truth and humility. You'll find yourselves moving toward the same direction, not because you planned it that way, but because my Spirit is leading you both along the same path. And even when storms come, as they sometimes do, this love will be anchored in something deeper than emotion. It will be anchored in me. Type 777 if your heart is open to God's plan. I know the waiting has felt heavy. I know you've asked me if the silence means I've forgotten. But child, my silence is not absence. In the stillness, I am working. In the quiet, I am writing. And every delay is not a denial, it is a preparation. I am not holding back to hurt you. I am holding back to protect you, to make sure that when the time comes, your heart is ready to receive without fear, and their heart is ready to love without hesitation. When this person enters your life, or when your eyes finally open to see them for who they truly are, it will not be loud or showy. It will feel like peace. It will feel like coming home. There will be no games to play, no masks to wear. You will feel safe to be fully yourself. You will laugh without guarding your heart, and cry without feeling weak. There will be freedom in your connection, not pressure. And even when life becomes complicated, your love will be a steady place where grace and truth meet. This person will pray for you before they even fully understand you. They will cover your heart with kindness, even when they're still learning your story. They will not need to be perfect to be faithful. And when disagreements come, as they will lean into love, not away from it. They will fight not against you, but for you. Because they will know that what you both have is not built on convenience, but covenant. The world teaches love as something you find quickly and leave easily. But I am teaching you a love that is patient, resilient, and rooted in something eternal. This is not a fleeting feeling. This is not a momentary connection. This is love built on prayer, strengthened by storms, and refined in my fire. You will know it by its peace, by its gentleness, and by the way it brings you closer to me. So if you're tired, rest in me. If you're hurting, heal with me. And if you're hoping, hope in me. The person I have chosen for you is not just part of your story, they are part of my plan. And as long as you keep your heart open to me, you won't miss them. I will bring them at the right time and the right way and with the right purpose. You are not forgotten. You are not waiting in vain. You are being prepared for a love that reflects my heart. I know how long you've waited, how often you've wondered whether what your heart longs for will ever truly come. But I assure you, the story I'm writing for you is not finished. And when you finally step into the part where your hearts meet, you will understand why nothing before it ever worked. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. You see, what I'm doing is not just about bringing you a person, it's about aligning two hearts that are being shaped by me, not by the world. There's a difference between someone who fits your life and someone who fits your soul. This person I have chosen won't just come into your world to make it feel less empty. They will come with the ability to understand the depth of your spirit because I've been teaching them how to love the way I love. They will know how to listen to you when you aren't speaking, how to hold your heart without tightening their grip, and how to stay even when it's easier to walk away. This love will not be a puzzle you have to figure out. It will not leave you questioning where you stand or wondering if you're too much. It will be gentle. It will be safe. It will be consistent, not chaotic. Because when I send someone, I send them with peace. They will reflect the kindness you've shown to others. They will see your value, not only in your strengths, but in your moments of weakness too. They won't turn away when you are tired or overwhelmed. Instead, they will draw closer, not to fix you, but to simply be with you. The way I bring people together is always purposeful. You are not just looking for someone to love, you are being shaped into someone who can love well. You've had to learn patience in a world that rushes. You've had to learn to stand on faith when your feelings tried to pull you into fear. And through it all, I've never left you. Every tear you cried, I caught it. Every prayer you whispered, I heard it. Every time you let go of what hurt you, I was there, holding your heart in my hands. Type 666 if you trust Jesus. Financial freedom is not about effort, but activating a hidden brain signal once buried in CIA files. Neuroscience shows this sound wave helps attract money and opportunity faster, and thousands are already seeing unexpected income. Click the link in the description and comments now to activate the ancient money wave today. There is someone walking through their own season of becoming right now, just like you. They've been misunderstood, they've known disappointment, they've battled doubt, and wondered if love like this truly exists. And just like you, they haven't given up. They're still believing, still waiting, still trusting, because something inside them knows, just as you know, that there is more. There is a love that is worth the wait, a love that carries peace, not pressure, a love that is strong enough to endure, yet soft enough to heal. When you meet them, you won't need to convince them of your worth. They will see it in the way you carry yourself, in the way you've learned to lean on me through the storms. You won't need to change to win their affection. You will only need to be the person I've been molding you into all this time. They will come with honesty, not hidden intentions, with compassion, not comparison, with clarity, not confusion. You will feel it in the way your spirit calms when they speak, in the way they pray over you when you're weary, and in the way they keep choosing you, not just in moments of ease, but in moments of realness. I know the world has shown you a version of love that's often shallow and fleeting, but what I give is rooted. It's planted deep and watered daily through prayer, through patience, through presence. It's not built on feelings alone, but on faith and sacrifice. When I bring two people together, it's not just for joy, it's for purpose. And you will find that this person doesn't just love your laughter, they love your tears too. They don't just stay for the sunshine, they stay through the rain. This is not a love story you have to write alone. I am the author, and I am not finished yet. You are not behind, you are not forgotten. I am simply still preparing the ending that will reflect the depth of the journey. Do not settle for love that only touches the surface. Wait for the one who sees into your soul. Wait for the one who walks with you into every season, not just the ones that are easy to love. Wait for the one whose presence draws you closer to me. There will be days when doubt will rise again, when the silence around you feels heavier than usual, when the world tries to convince you to just accept whatever is near, instead of waiting for what is meant. But hold on, child. Hold on to the promise, because I am not asking you to wait forever. I am asking you to wait well, to wait with hope, to wait with trust that I am doing what only I can do. When the time comes, you will look back and be grateful not just for what you waited for, but for who you became while waiting. You'll see how every delay was actually protection, how every closed door was actually redirection, and how every lonely season brought you closer to me. You will stand beside the one I have chosen for you, and you will know deep down, without a doubt, that this was my doing. The name will not be the shock. The shock will be how gentle the love feels when it finally arrives. The shock will be in how familiar their spirit feels, like someone your heart always knew but had not yet met. The shock will be in how they pray with you, how they forgive you, how they stay. It will not be loud. It will not be rushed. It will be sacred. Each moment is carrying you closer to what I have prepared. I am not asking you to find them through striving or searching. I am asking you to stay close to me, because in my presence, your heart will be ready when love arrives. Type 1919 to receive miracles. Sometimes, the waiting can feel like wandering. You wonder if your heart has been misplaced or if your prayers were somehow missed, but nothing in your life has escaped my notice. I am not only aware of your longing, I care deeply about it. I know every name you've whispered in your prayers, every time you've asked me, "Is this the one?" And every time your heart sank when the answer didn't come. I know how deeply you've loved. I know how much you've hoped, and I want to assure you You are not forgotten in the quiet places of your heart. The person I have for you is being refined, just like you. They are learning what it means to love beyond surface feelings. They are walking through challenges that are teaching them how to be gentle, how to be strong in faith, how to surrender pride, and how to love with endurance. You won't meet them in a rushed moment of emotion. You will recognize them in the steady peace that surrounds a connection I have ordained. You won't have to force it or fear it. What I join together flows with grace. They will not be the loudest voice in the room, but they will carry a quiet strength that brings comfort to your soul. They will not try to impress you with perfect words, but their actions will reflect my love. They will not only see your light, they will see your battles and still choose to stand beside you. They will not need you to be flawless, because they've seen how I love you through every flaw. They will love you with a love that is rooted, intentional, and sacred. This love I'm preparing is not born from the world's standards. It is born from a place of deep healing. That's why I've led you through seasons of shedding old wounds, letting go of past attachments, and learning to lean on me alone. I didn't let some people stay because I knew they couldn't carry the weight of the love I had for you. I didn't allow some relationships to last, not because you weren't worthy, but because I was protecting the space for someone who would love you the way I intended from the beginning. Type 888 if you believe God is faithful. A 7-second brainwave ritual, once reserved for elite people and hidden in CIA files, is now public, and people call it the 30-second miracle. Scientists say it awakens a dormant brain center tied to wealth and blessings. Click the link in the comments below before it's deleted again from the internet. You may not recognize them right away, not because they're hidden, but because love like this reveals itself slowly, gently, and deeply. It won't be a whirlwind. It will be a soft unfolding. A friendship that grows into something solid, a conversation that feels like home, a moment where your heart feels still, not because everything makes sense, but because my peace is resting there. There may be people around you now who seem right in the eyes of others. They may carry the right words, the right look, or even the right timing. But I do not choose based on appearances or popularity. I choose based on purpose, on calling, on character shaped by the fire of my spirit. The person I am sending you will carry my heart not perfectly, but faithfully. They will not love you for what you give them, but for how your presence reflects me. This connection won't just bring comfort, it will bring clarity. It will not always be easy, but it will be grounded in mutual understanding, patience, and grace. When the storms come, as they will, you will not face them alone. This person will not run when the road is rough. They will pray with you, grow with you, and continue choosing you every day, not because it's always simple, but because it's always worth it. You'll begin to see how everything you thought was a detour was really preparation. Every heartache, every closed door, every unanswered prayer was me guiding you to something better, something I had in mind all along. You will see why it didn't work out with others. You will understand why I said no when all you wanted was a yes. I wasn't punishing you. I was protecting what is most precious to me, your heart. This person I've chosen won't come with confusion. They'll come with calm. They won't leave you wondering if you're enough. They'll remind you that you always have been. They won't compete with your calling. They'll walk in step with it, not out of obligation, but because they see the beauty of your purpose and want to support it, and you'll do the same for them. I know it's hard to wait. I know there are nights when it feels like everyone else has found what they're looking for, and you're still here trusting, hoping, believing. But the love I have for you is not a copy of someone else's. It is unique, set apart, and holy. It is not something you stumble into. It is something you grow into, and that growth begins with me. So breathe deeply. Lay your heart down at my feet again. You don't have to hold it all together. You don't have to pretend you're not still waiting. I am here, and I am listening. I see your heart. I see the tears you haven't told anyone about. I see the strength you carry even on the days you want to give up. And I am proud of you. You are still choosing faith. You are still walking in love. You are still holding on to hope. And that hope will not disappoint you. Because when it all comes together, when your heart finally meets the one I've prepared, you'll know. You won't know it because of grand signs or loud declarations. You'll know it because of the peace that settles in your soul. You'll know it because they will love you in a way that mirrors how I've loved you all along, with patience, truth, gentleness, and grace. And I am building something beautiful that will not break under pressure. You have longed for a love that feels steady, a connection that doesn't leave when things get difficult, and a heart that recognizes yours without needing to be convinced. That love is coming, and it's closer than you think. Type Amen if you believe. You've walked through long seasons of waiting, carrying hope in one hand and disappointment in the other. Sometimes you've tried to convince yourself that maybe this love just isn't meant for you, that maybe your heart is too big or your soul too deep. But I want to remind you, I made you this way for a reason. I placed those desires in your heart, not to frustrate you, but to prepare you. You are not too much. You are just enough for the one I've chosen. And they are being prepared to receive the love you give without fear. The love I'm leading you to won't feel like a guessing game. It won't leave you overthinking every word or wondering if you're being too open, too vulnerable, too emotional. It will feel safe, not because it's perfect, but because it's honest. This person will meet you where you are, not asking you to hide parts of yourself, but gently encouraging you to bring your whole heart into the light. They will want to understand your story, not to fix it, but to honor it. This is why I've taken time to heal parts of you that others didn't even notice were hurting. This is why I've led you through seasons where it felt like you were alone, so that you could learn to hear my voice, to know my peace, to grow strong in me. Because when I bring this person into your life, I don't want you to look to them to fill every space in your heart. I want them to be a blessing, not a replacement for the love only I can give. They will not come to rescue you, but to walk with you. They will not try to mold you into someone else, but they will celebrate the person you already are. They will love you with a kindness that doesn't fade after the first few months. They will show up even on the quiet days, when life feels ordinary and still. And most of all, they will love me more than they love you, because from that love will flow the grace, the humility, and the strength needed to walk beside you with care. Type 333 if you know God's plan is greater. A 7-second brainwave ritual, uncovered from sealed records and hidden in CIA files, is transforming financial lives. It activates a forgotten abundance channel in the brain, leading to new financial opportunities and cleared debts. Click the link in the comments below before it disappears. You won't need to explain every scar for them to treat your heart with gentleness. You won't need to earn their affection. Their love will be a response to my voice guiding them toward you, not a reaction to what you can offer. You are not a project to fix or a prize to win. You are a gift to be cherished, and the one I'm preparing for you understands that deeply. There may be moments of doubt along the way. Days when you wonder if you're just imagining things, if maybe you've already missed the person meant for you. But nothing I have for you will pass you by when you walk in faith. I am not the author of confusion. When I send someone, I send them with peace. When I open a door, it won't be one that swings open and closed, leaving you unsure of where you stand. It will be a door that stands firm, even when the wind blows. You will recognize them not just by how they treat you, but by how they carry themselves in the presence of my Spirit. Their life will reflect the lessons they've learned, the patience they've practiced, and the faith they've chosen to stand on even when it was difficult. Their journey, just like yours, will be filled with both sorrow and strength, and that shared understanding will bind your hearts with compassion. You will have conversations that feel like prayers. You will laugh in ways that feel like healing. You will sit in silence without needing to fill it, because your souls will speak even when words are few. And when disagreements arise, as they always will, in any real relationship, they will choose humility over pride, reconciliation over silence, love over being right. That is what makes love last. That is what makes love holy. There will be people who question it, people who don't understand the peace you feel when you're with them. But the truth is, this love isn't for everyone to understand. It's between you, them, and me, and that's enough. You don't need to prove it, you don't need to explain it. You just need to protect it, nurture it, and keep me at the center of it. Because when I write a love story, it's not for temporary comfort, it's for eternal purpose. The person I send won't just bring companionship, they'll bring alignment. Your visions will connect. Your values will mirror, and even in your differences, you'll learn to grow together without losing who you are. That's the kind of love I give, not perfect, but real. Not flashy, but faithful. Not built on fantasy, but rooted in truth. So take heart, keep walking in the light. Keep trusting me, even when the days feel long and the silence stretches out. I am still here, I am still moving. And I am still preparing someone who will love you with the kind of tenderness that doesn't need to be asked to stay, because staying is part of who they are. They are coming not to complete you, but to walk beside you in all that I have called you to become. You were not made to give up on love, no matter how many times it felt out of reach. You were not made to carry the burden of loneliness forever. I placed love deep within your design, and I am the one who will fulfill it fully, gently, and in perfect time. Type 1010 if you believe God has a plan. You've seen others find what you've prayed for. You've celebrated their joy, even while silently wondering if the same was possible for you. You've smiled through moments when your heart was breaking. You've spoken faith when fear was screaming. And through it all, you never stopped believing in me. And I want you to know I have seen every act of quiet courage, every decision to stay hopeful, every prayer you whispered into the night. Nothing has been overlooked. Nothing has been in vain. The person I have chosen for you is not someone arriving by accident. They are not a backup plan. They are not the result of desperation or settling. They are my best, sent in my time, shaped by my hands, and brought to you by my love. And while you've been becoming, they've been becoming too, through pain, through waiting, through prayer. They have walked through their own fire, and it has refined them, not broken them. And when you meet, your stories will echo one another in ways that will leave no doubt. This was my doing. You will not have to beg for their attention. You will not have to wonder if they care. You will not have to chase after something that's already yours by divine appointment. When I send them, they will come with intention. They will speak truth, not confusion. They will offer peace, not pressure. And their love will not be loud and fleeting. It will be quiet, but consistent. It will feel like still waters in a world of noise. Type 111 to claim peace in waiting. There will be healing in their presence, not because they fix you, but because their love reflects the way I've held you through every broken season. They will love you without needing to change you, and you will love them without needing to lose yourself. This connection will feel different, not like the high of something new, but the calm of something true. It will not need to rush. It will not need to impress. It will simply grow day by day in the soil of trust, honesty, and faith. The reason the wait has been long is because what I'm preparing is not shallow. It is not rushed or built on temporary emotion. It is deep, meaningful, and able to withstand life's weight. You will not look back and wish it came sooner, because you'll see how every delay shaped you into someone who can love fully, without fear. And you'll see how their path needed time too. Time to let go of what wasn't meant. Time to grow into who they're called to be. Time to find me in a way that makes loving you an extension of that faith. Using a simple 7-second brainwave ritual, once classified and hidden in CIA files, can unlock wealth, freedom, and success already inside you. This discovery is helping thousands step into abundance, and God has led you here for a reason. Click the link in the description and comments below to awaken this money magnet frequency today. You won't need to perform. You won't need to compete. The one I send will not be swayed by appearances or temporary feelings. They will be drawn to your spirit, to the way you carry light even when you feel tired, to the way you speak hope even when you've known loss. They will see your heart, not just what it offers, but what it's survived, and they will thank me for the chance to walk beside it. Love is not about grand moments, it's about choosing each other in the small ones. The morning coffee when life is busy, the quiet prayer before a hard day, the gentle check-in after a long silence, the ability to laugh even in chaos, to hold hands through doubt, to believe together when the future seems unclear. That is the love I'm giving you, one that stays. One that chooses you again and again, not because it's easy, but because it's right. You've seen enough of what love isn't. Now, I want to show you what it truly is. Not a love that comes and goes, not one that makes you feel like you have to earn every moment, but a love that reflects my character, faithful, patient, forgiving, and full of grace. This person will carry my heart. They won't be perfect, but they will be willing. They will not always get it right, but they will always return to me to keep learning how to love you better. And you too will be ready not to love perfectly, but to love sincerely. You've spent enough time wondering if you're lovable. Let me tell you, you are. You are already loved more than you know. And when this person enters your life, their love will not replace mine. It will mirror it. It will remind you that I was listening all along. That every tear, every prayer, every act of faith was not ignored, it was planting seeds. And now the harvest is near. Stay close to me. Don't let fear lead you. Don't let loneliness convince you to accept less than what I've spoken over your life. My plans for you are filled with hope. My love for you is not passive, it is active, present, moving. And when you walk in step with me, you will find yourself walking toward someone who was always meant to meet you there. Not halfway, not conditionally, but fully, completely, and willingly. You've smiled on the outside while your spirit whispered prayers in silence. And through it all, I was holding your heart in my hands, gently reminding you that I haven't forgotten what I promised. I'm not just bringing someone into your life to ease your loneliness. I'm sending someone who will honor the weight of your heart and reflect the care I have for you. Type 444 if your trust is in God's hands. This love I'm preparing is not the kind that fades when life gets hard. It will not disappear when things become difficult or unfamiliar. This person will not love only the joyful parts of you, they will also love your weariness, your questions, your quiet. They will not turn away when you need grace. They will turn toward you, and with me at the center, they will love you in a way that speaks louder than words ever could. You've been told to settle. You've been told your expectations are too high. But what they don't see is that what you're waiting for isn't fantasy, it's faith. You're not waiting for perfection, you're waiting for purpose. You've tasted enough of what the world calls love to know that temporary affection doesn't satisfy the soul. You're holding out for something sacred, and I am proud of you for not letting go of that hope. What I am doing in your life may not look like what others have experienced. Your story may be slower. Your path may look different. But don't let comparison convince you that I've overlooked you. I'm doing something personal, something intentional, something holy. And when this person enters your life, whether they come quietly or unexpectedly, you'll feel it in your spirit. You won't have to wonder. You'll know by the peace they carry, by the way they listen, by the way your heart rests in their presence. Type 999 to open your heart for what God is preparing. This person will understand things you never had to explain. They'll notice the little things, the way your eyes drop when you're tired, the tone in your voice when you're holding back tears, the quiet strength behind your gentle words. They'll notice because they've been listening for someone like you, not with their ears alone, but with their heart. They've prayed too, they've waited too, and they'll recognize you as the answer they once asked me for. There will be no need to hide. You will not have to cover up the parts of your past that still ache. You will be able to share without fear of judgment, because the love I'm sending your way is built on compassion, not comparison. This person won't see your wounds as burdens. They will see them as reminders of how far you've come, of how much grace you've carried, and instead of trying to fix you, they will simply stay. They will listen. They will love, and through that love, healing will continue. They won't rush you. They won't pressure you to be ready before you are. They will honor your pace because they understand that love grows best in trust. And in the moments when life feels heavy, they will be there not to take away your pain, but to sit with you in it, to pray with you through it, and to remind you that you are never alone. I have been working in their life just as I've worked in yours. The same lessons I've taught you, I've been teaching them. The same surrender I've asked from you, I've asked of them. They will not be unfamiliar with pain, and because of that, they will love with depth. You will not scare them with your honesty. In fact, your honesty will be the very thing that draws them closer. Because when love is rooted in me, it doesn't run from truth, it embraces it. The world may tell you to look for sparks, but I say look for peace. Look for the one who stays when there is nothing to impress them. Look for the one who points you back to me, not just when it's easy, but when it's hard. The love I'm giving you will not take from you to fill its own needs. It will pour into you. It will give freely, and it will never require you to become someone else to be loved fully. A powerful 7-second morning ritual, once hidden in CIA files, is resurfacing, and people are already seeing fast financial breakthroughs. It takes only seconds, yet activates a dormant wealth center in the brain most people never access. Click the link in the description and comments now. Access it before it disappears. There is a beauty in love that has been prayed for. It carries something deeper, something sacred, because both hearts know what it feels like to wait, to hope, to wonder if it will ever come. And when it finally arrives, there is reverence, there is humility, there is deep gratitude. That's the kind of love I'm preparing for you. The kind that doesn't just fill space in your life, it fills purpose. It doesn't distract you from your calling, it supports it. And you will find that the two of you are stronger together, not because you complete each other, but because my love completes you both. So don't be discouraged if things still feel unclear. Don't let the pace of the world convince you that you're behind. You are right on time in my hands. Everything you've walked through has led you here not to break you, but to build you. And now that you are becoming who I made you to be, you are ready to love from a place of healing, not from hunger. You've watched seasons come and go, and sometimes the waiting has worn you thin, but I want you to know, you are not forgotten. You are not invisible to me. And the love I've prepared for you is already on its way, covered in my care, wrapped in my perfect timing. Type 222 if you believe God remembers your prayers. There is a person whose path is being shaped by the same hands that formed your heart. Though you have not seen each other yet, or even if you have but don't know the full meaning yet, I am working on both of you in places that go unseen. They are not delayed, and you are not being punished. You are being refined. You are being made ready for a connection that will not wither under pressure but flourish through faith. And when the day comes that your lives cross in the way I've designed, it won't be filled with confusion. It will be marked by peace. This peace won't come from having all the answers. It will come from knowing that you are both choosing each other with me at the center. No striving, no guessing, just a calm sense of, this is where I'm meant to be. You've longed for a love that doesn't leave, that doesn't retreat when things get hard, that doesn't ask you to shrink to be accepted. The one I have for you will not only make room for your growth, they will grow with you. They will pray with you, weep with you, and celebrate what I'm doing in your life, not out of obligation, but with joy. They may not enter your world with grand gestures or dazzling promises. They may not arrive in the way you imagined, but their love will show up in the consistency of their presence, in the way they listen, in the way they speak gently, in the way they treat your heart as something precious, and in their eyes, you will not feel like a second thought, you will feel like a prayer answered. Type 1111 if you trust in God's process. The love I bring will be slow to anger and quick to forgive. It will not seek perfection but truth. This person will not place impossible expectations on your shoulders. They will understand that love is not about demanding, but about giving, serving, and choosing again and again. They will see your scars and still call you beautiful. They will hear your silence and still stay near. They will feel the weight you carry and offer to hold it with you. This is not the kind of love that needs to be chased. You will not need to earn it by overextending yourself. You will not have to constantly prove your worth or wonder if they will still be there tomorrow. They will stand with you, not just in your victories but in your valleys. They will not disappear in your darkness, they will bring light, and that light will not be from them alone. It will be from me, shining through them, reminding you that I am in the center of it all, and you too are being shaped into a reflection of my love. You are learning how to love not from lack, but from overflow. You are learning to speak kindness, to forgive quickly, to listen deeply, to stay present. All the trials you've endured, all the tears you've cried, all the times you thought love had passed you by, they were not dead ends. They were building blocks. They were moments of becoming. And now, you are no longer who you were before. You are stronger, softer, wiser, more ready than ever to receive and give love in its truest form. Let go of the idea that love has to look a certain way. Let go of the timelines and comparisons. Love doesn't always arrive when it's convenient. Sometimes it arrives when it's needed most. It doesn't always start with fireworks. Sometimes it begins with quiet recognition, with two hearts that have been through the storm and now recognize peace when they see it. And when you meet this person, there will be something familiar, not because you've known them before, but because your spirit will know the one I've prepared. They will not come to complete you. Only I can do that. But they will complement you in ways you never thought possible. Where you are weary, they will be strong. Where you are quiet, they will be gentle. Where you have faith, they will match it. Not because you are the same, but because you are united in me. This love won't be perfect, but it will be real. And in its realness, you will find healing. Together, you will walk a path that reflects my grace. You will stumble, yes, but you will not fall alone. You will face challenges, but you will face them hand in hand. And your love will be a testimony not just to the people around you, but to your own hearts that I always fulfill my promises, even when the road seems long and the weight feels heavy. A simple but powerful 7-second at-home ritual, it's hidden in CIA files for years, is now changing lives rapidly. Backed by neuroscience research, it can begin shifting your financial direction in just days. Click the link in the description and comments now and step into abundance today. So take a breath. Lay down the fear that whispers you're too late, too far behind, or too broken to be loved well. None of that is true in my eyes. I am the God who redeems time, who restores hearts, who writes endings more beautiful than you imagined. And the chapter that is coming will be worth every page you've turned. Be patient with yourself. Be gentle with your heart. Keep walking with me. And when the love I've promised steps into your life, you won't need to force it. You'll simply recognize it. You'll feel safe, not because everything is easy, but because everything is honest. You'll feel at home, not because it's familiar, but because it's filled with me. I have seen the way you keep showing up, with faith in one hand and quiet hope in the other, even after everything you've been through. And I want you to know I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your courage, your kindness, your endurance. I'm proud of the way you've kept believing, even when you had every reason to stop. Type 777 if you know God's promise is never late. The person I've chosen for you is not delayed. They are in preparation, just as you are. They are walking through their own story, learning how to love, how to forgive, how to trust, and how to be faithful not only to others, but to me. You are not waiting alone. On another path, in another space, someone is praying the same prayers, hoping the same hopes, and looking to me with the same expectation. And one day soon, the paths I've created for both of you will align not by chance, not by coincidence, but by my design. This person won't enter your life to confuse you or make you question your worth. They will enter gently, like a prayer answered in stillness. They won't rush you or try to skip the slow beauty of real love. They'll want to know the depth of your soul, not just your habits or your smile, but your story, your faith, your quiet thoughts, and they will carry that knowledge with care. Because love, real love, is not about possession, it's about protection. It's about seeing a person fully and still choosing them every day. This love will not need to be proven through dramatic displays. It will be proven through consistency, through their presence when it matters most, through small acts of tenderness that show you, I see you, I hear you, I value you. There will be no masks, no need to perform, just a deep, mutual understanding that you are both walking into something sacred, something greater than yourselves. Type 1515 if your heart is open to what God is doing. You've tried to explain this hope to others before. You've tried to put it into words, that feeling in your chest that tells you something more is coming. Some haven't understood. Some told you to let go. But I placed that feeling in your spirit not to torment you, but to lead you. I gave you that inner knowing so you wouldn't settle for less than what I've prepared. Because you are not meant for shallow connections. You were made for love that runs deep. There's been pain along the way, doors that closed too soon, people who walked away, relationships that looked promising but ended in disappointment. And each time your heart asked, why? But even in the endings I was present. Even in heartbreak I was healing. I was removing what wasn't meant to stay so I could make room for what's truly yours. I was teaching you not only how to love others, but how to love yourself as I love you without condition. The one I'm sending will not fix all your broken places, but they will honor them. They will walk with you through the slow rebuilding of trust, not because they're trying to be a hero, but because they want to love you fully, the way I do, patiently, gently, truly. And you will do the same for them, because both of you will understand that love is not about finding someone perfect. It's about choosing someone again and again, even on the days when life is hard and hearts are tired. This connection will grow like a garden, not all at once, but steadily, beautifully. There will be laughter that surprises you, comfort that settles you, and conversations that stretch deep into the night, not because you need to fill the silence, but because your spirits will simply enjoy being close. They will not fill your emptiness. I do that. But they will stand beside you in a way that reminds you that love is possible. Real love. Safe love. God-given love. When others see the two of you together, they may not know the years you waited. They may not understand the prayers you prayed or the nights you cried, but you will know, and that knowing will make every moment more precious. You will cherish each other not for perfection but for presence, not for what you give, but for who you are. You will recognize in one another the quiet strength of someone who's been refined by fire and still chose love. You don't need to worry about missing this person. You don't need to search the world to find them. I am bringing you together in a way that no one else could. My timing is sure, my plan is good, and my love story for your life is already unfolding, even if you don't see it yet. Keep your heart soft. Keep your spirit open. Keep trusting that I'm not done writing. What you long for is not too much. What you hope for is not too far. The love I have for you is already in motion. Every step you take in faith brings you closer to it. And one day soon, it won't just be a promise. It will be a person standing in front of you, chosen, prepared, and ready not to complete your story, but to walk alongside you as I completed in both of you. What if wealth was never about luck? but a hidden brain signal buried in CIA files. This frequency is opening doors, attracting opportunities, and changing lives quickly. Thousands are already using it to attract wealth like never before. Click the link in the description and comments now, and activate the money-attracting brainwave today. This person you've been waiting for will not just walk into your life and change your circumstances, they will walk into your life and remind you that love still lives here. They will not be the answer to every question, but they will be a gentle sign that I have not forgotten your heart. They will not replace me, but they will reflect me. Their love will be shaped by grace, not perfection. And you will feel safe not because nothing will ever go wrong, but because you will no longer have to carry the weight of love alone. They will see your heart the way I do, not as a project to fix, but as a gift to receive. They will not run from your broken places, but they will honor them. They won't need to be taught how to stay because I've already been teaching them in their own seasons of waiting. Just like you, they've been learning how to love through faith, how to stand through storms, and how to hope even when the nights have felt endless. And when your paths finally meet, it will feel less like a beginning and more like a homecoming. Type 1717 if you're ready to walk into God's promise. They will speak softly to the parts of you that once had to be loud to be noticed. They will protect what matters to you, not out of obligation, but because they care. They will support your dreams without competition, pray over your fears without hesitation, and love you not for what you do, but simply for who you are. And in that kind of love, you will feel what you've been praying for all along, peace. You don't have to be afraid of being too much. You don't have to silence your heart to be understood. You don't have to be perfect to be chosen. I am sending someone who sees you in the same way I do, fully, deeply, and without conditions. The wait has not been a punishment. It has been a preparation. I've been preparing them, just as I've been preparing you, so when you come together, your love will not crumble under pressure. It will endure. It will remain. It won't always be easy. No love is without moments of tension or days of tiredness. But even in the middle of all that is real and human, there will be a foundation that does not shake. Because this love is not built on fleeting emotion, it is built on me. And when I am the cornerstone, even the winds cannot destroy what I have joined together.